Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. It is Black Friday. The date is 11/28/14. Add those three numbers together, you get a date numerology of 53. Recall this concludes Michael Brown week. The word Michael in Gematria, the number sequence begins with 49. Monday had a date numerology of 49. Today is Friday. It has a date numerology of 53. The word Michael ends with E-L. E becomes 5, L becomes 3. So you see how the word Michael begins with 4-9. M becomes 4 eyes 9. E-L becomes 5-3. And then the week's 4-9-5-3. Hope you're following that. It's okay if you're not. It's not that important. Let's see here. So let's start with the shooting of Tamir Rice, which happened on November 22nd in Cleveland. He is said to be 12 years old. He was in a park holding a BB, or airsoft gun as they call them now, that looked a lot like a real pistol. The story is that he was just firing it into the air, pretending like it was a real gun in the middle of a park. A person saw in the park, called dispatch. Dispatch relayed the message to police, but forgot to let the police know that it was a 12-year-old with a fake gun. So the story is that when the police officer showed up on the scene, he shot the kid within 2 seconds of arriving, which to me sounds pretty unbelievable. I mean, it's a fast-drawn shot. But that's the story. So anyhow, let's just look at it. The boy's name is Tamir Rice. Add that name together, it sums to 51. The word conspiracy sums to 51. Think of Area 51, where there was a the year 47 UFO crash in New Mexico, which is the 47th state in order of statehood. So Cleveland, with the V exception on Cleveland, sums to 51, like the word conspiracy. If you just reduce V to 4 and sum it, Cleveland has the gematria of 33, the number coded into all of the fake gun shooting hoaxes, just like the word police. And if you guys want to study this gematria thing further, also look at the numbers within the sequence. Notice how Cleveland's number sequence begins with a 3-3, like how Michael began with 4-9. Also a lot of 5-4s in the name Cleveland. You see it? Police, 7-6, 3-9, 3-5. It's deeper than I even teach it to you guys. You guys can take it further if you want. Anyhow, this shooting occurred on 11/22, the 51-year anniversary of the JFK assassination. 51 years to the day. 11/22 is the first day of Sagittarius. 11 plus 22 sums to 33. The shooting took place at 3:30 p.m. Another 3-3. The date 11/22/14 all the way has the numerology of 47, like the gematria of Ohio. Ohio sums to 47 in gematria, the only state that sums to 47. Very important number in this study. Also, 11/22 is the first day of Sagittarius. Sagittarius sums to 144, just like the phrase mark of the beast, just like the word corporation. Revelation 7:4, the flip of 47, speaks of that number. 144,000 tribes of Israel. So today, very early this morning, CNN gave us 2 times. We'll get into that in a second. Today's date is 11/28/14, has the numerology of 53. In Austin, Texas, there was said to be another shooting at 2:22 in the morning local time. CNN, with another sentence, was careful to say that that's 3:22 Eastern Standard Time. It was making observations like this once upon a time, Truth Seeker, that led me down this path of discovering gematria. I saw all this placement of these numbers that I recognized from other things. You know, we've all learned about 322 skull and bones, or at least many of us have. So when you start reading these articles and you start seeing this kind of placement, it just makes you wonder, why are they doing that? And lo and behold, they're even coding it into the word. So let's see how that factors in with this story. So, the shooter is said to have shot 100 shots, about 1/3 as many as Adam Lanza is said to have shot in Newtown, which sums to 33 in gematria. site of the nation's second biggest gun lobby. The acronym NRA, the nation's biggest gun lobby, sums to 33. Anyway, this man's targets were the federal courthouse, the Mexican consulate, and police headquarters. All three of those words, federal, Mexican, and police, sum to 33 in gematria. With regards to Mexican, I want to point out that the word Mexico sums to 33 in gematria. The Mexican-American War ended in history on February 2nd, the 33rd day of the year. It shows you how fake even these wars are. And by fake, I don't mean people aren't dying. I just mean how unnecessary they are and the reasoning. They're just a form of population control for these madmen that rule our society. They trick us into unnecessary wars. All for show. So, the police officer who reported on this, his name is Art Acevedo. Art, with simple English gematria, has the number 39. Remember, coded into the word police like I just showed you. Acevedo has 55, a very important number. That's the God number in numerology. It's the 10th Fibonacci number. If you sum 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, it sums to 55. 5 plus 5 sums to 10. Read that book, The Divine Triangle, I recommend. You learn more about that stuff. Anyhow, you put that name together, it sums to 94. The shooter's name, written down there sloppily, is Larry Steve McWilliams. I love how often they put a Mick in there. Like Michael Brown's mom's name is Mick Spadden. MC in Jewish gematria sums to 33. That's another form of gematria. Some people say that's the most legit form. Think about that Mick, Scottish Rite Freemasonry, highest degree of 33. See how it all comes together? Anyhow, that name Larry Steve McWilliams with the reduced method summed all the way with no exceptions also sums to 94 like the police officer. And it should be noted that Larry Steve McWilliams, who supposedly shot 100 shots in Austin this morning very early, didn't hit anybody, but he was shot and killed by the police. And the police reporting on the story has the same gematria as his name. If you use the exceptions on Larry Steve McWilliams, it sums to 121, like the word revelation. Something else that's getting coded a lot. 121 and 49 have a relationship because they're the two numbers of revelation getting coded into many, many stories, including the Michael Brown story, which these stories just essentially accent right now. You know, doesn't it seem like this Tamir Rice, the shooting of an African-American 12-year-old boy by a cop, at the same time all this animosity and whatever they're putting out there is being broadcast by all of our mainstream media, essentially 24/7? You see how the recipe works, Truth Seeker? Just want to give you guys that update on the latest fake shootings. Sorry I have to report them so frequently.